Hey, what's up, guys? This is Austin with PedalFest Show coming at you with the from the Prenovision studio. Today we've got on Benjamin from West Texas No Prep Scene. What is up, brother?
What's up, Austin? How's it going?
I can't complain. Hey, we're gonna do this round two since yesterday didn't record.
Yeah, I think you got to hit that red button.
Is it showing record on your side finally?
Hey,
man, what's up?
I can GoPro it. Pro it.
If we GoPro it, we GoPro it, bro. Whatever makes it work. I ain't mad at it. You are the GoPro king, by the way.
Thank you. I need to graduate soon.
Bro, we had some killer stuff yesterday, and I hate that it didn't record, but here we are today.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. Tell the world about West Texas No Prep Scene. Where y'all are at, where you started, how you started, the whole nine.
Man, I'm based out of Lubbock, Texas, where I was raised. I was born in Fort Worth. But, yeah, No Prep is it blew up. I left Texas for about 3 years and came back, and everybody's doing No Prep. So I had to jump in it, get my feet wet. I started recording out in Lubbock, just for fun, just for my own pleasure and seeing fast cars because I love it. And then I just started getting requests from people, hey, or not really requests, but hey, did you happen to catch my pass? Or then I started thinking, I probably should start posting these videos that I've got thousands of. So yeah, I haven't looked back.
Heck yeah, man. That's cool. I love what you do. And like everybody thinks that you need all this crazy equipment to do that. And really, like we talked about, you're running on GoPros, and there is not a thing wrong with it. The video quality's there, the technology, like 10 years ago, we would have been like, hey, GoPro, but now like that's something it's a viable source.
Oh yeah. They're getting the quality's getting really good with these GoPros. I love them. Hey, yeah. Mine's through like 3 years old and it's still 4K. So
heck yeah. Which one are you running now?
It just varies. Right here, this is what I was using today. I got the Hero, the Black 7.
Oh, sweet.
And then I've got a 7 silver.
7 silver.
That was the first one I got.
Heck yeah. So like anybody that's wanting to come into it and start doing their own videos and stuff, like, would you recommend like grabbing just a fistful of GoPros, whatever they can afford, and just getting out there and recording?
Yeah. Pawn shops. I bought mine brand new. They were $200-300 when I got them, but you go to a pawn shop and you're gonna get your accessories. You'll probably get a case for the same price. So
nice.
Just check your pawn shops.
Heck yeah. I think I'm gonna go to the pawn shop after this. I need some GoPros, man. So what'd you think of Hobbs last weekend? Or 2 weekends ago. My days are all mixed up.
2 weekends ago?
Yeah.
Man, that was the show. I was only there Saturday, but I love every minute of that. I mean, it's an outlaw track, it's almost street. It's amazing. Yeah. It's a great place to film, great people. Love the environment.
Yeah, it's definitely got it's got that small hometown feel. Granted, Hobbs is a small town, but it's got that small hometown track. And boy, you weren't kidding. That surface is like running on the street. It wasn't much different than what they ran on in Vegas. It was wild. I was like, whew. Luckily there wasn't one bad wreck, but I mean, there wasn't not a whole lot of people got really bent out of shape. There's a couple pedals, a couple guys in there pedaling it, but overall it was a solid race on a solid weekend.
Chuck was getting down it.
Bro, I have never seen him make a pass like he made on that last one. I was like, whew, where are you coming from, bro?
He throwing the kitchen sink at it now.
Shit, that ain't a lie. And then Birdman got that Camaro figured out. Finally.
Yep.
I know it takes a lot of seat time, and he ain't had near the seat time in it as he did the other car, but I'm glad to see him get that thing worked over.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's like, I guess a big ticket item right now everybody's talking about is like how his fenders look all goofy and stuff, and it's like, now y'all don't understand what he had to do to get them tires to fit.
Oh, I remember when Cody Baker first got his steel body and duct tape. It looked cool, but yeah. I made a comment about that on. I seen him at Bounty Hunters. I was like, "Hey, Birdman, nice body work." And he's like, "Well, what are you gonna do about it? This is not gonna make me go any faster."
Yep. Make some tires fit. That's all that matters. Well, I mean, dude, where was it? 30 South No Prep in San Antonio. Mike Murillo had a body shop come out, cut his fenders on Friday night, and do all the body work. All the work right there. I was like, is this what we're doing? Oh, we're doing it. Oh, okay. Like, and they blasted it, painted it real quick, or put vinyl on it. I don't remember what they ended up doing. And like, he was back out there winning races Saturday morning. I was like, hey, if you're in your hometown and you know a good body shop, and they can come out on a whim during the drizzle and rain, and it was probably not ideal body work weather, but they made it work.
Yep.
That was pretty rough.
I guess you see everything at the track, huh?
Bro, that ain't no lie. You see all kinds of wild stuff. What's like one of the coolest moments that you've been able to record with the no prep scene?
The absolute coolest thing I ever seen was the down in Penwell. I think it was 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I'm not sure when. Mike Murillo and Cody Baker back to back broke that track record, lit up the boards. I got on video. I didn't get the boards. I didn't get to see what actual time they ran because I checked it last night after we talked. But I had to double check it. But yeah, that was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen at a track.
Yeah. No, that was awesome. Like, I wish I would have been in the scene back then, but I'm glad I'm in it now, you know?
Right.
That would have been like hometown guy versus our San Antonio guy. You know, both of them. I adore both of those guys. They are absolutely killer on the track and on the street. Both of them. I mean, it's crazy to see all that come down to what it is.
To me, what's crazy is seeing those a big tire blower car get down on the street the way it does. Hats off to Cody Baker.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, hold on. Now I'm a little shiny up here.
Oh, put yours back on.
Everybody watching will get a sunburn from that one. Yeah, it's awesome to watch Cody get down on the street. Like, saw that in Vegas, and I was like, "Whoa!" Blower car gets down. All the blower cars, you know, Cody's, Brody's, and Adams, like they all got down. I was like, "Damn, you boys are on a roll!" Like black belts to the front. Actually, it's funny you're wearing Brody's shirt. Before I came over here, I was over at his house helping him load the car on to go up to Lubbock for tomorrow. He's got a couple things he's got to do. Got a couple things to do before next month. So
okay,
that'll be cool.
What is he bringing it to Scott and Dickie or what?
Man, not gonna lie to you, I don't remember. I don't know who he said it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. In this one, out that one. That's all I remember. I just know we're going to Lubbock in the morning. He's like, be here at 8 o'clock. I was like, God dang, all right. But yeah, so what's your favorite like class or your favorite cars to film? Is it your big tire, your small tire, your street stuff, your index, juniors?
Well, I've never actually been to a street race. I would love to go, but just haven't been yet. I would have to say I like getting the local guys. Big tire, small tire, of course. That's like my go-to at the track. But when I get a couple pictures of juniors, that just gives me a lot of likes and shares because who doesn't love kids?
Absolutely, man. And that's
they're the future of our sport.
Absolutely. And like that's another thing that's crazy to me is I figured a lot more people would be shooting juniors at a lot of races, and they don't. Like you don't see very many people taking pictures of them or taking video of them. And that's why I like what you do. You know, you'll release a video with juniors in it, and you'll release videos with all the other classes on top of your big tire and small tire. yeah, those are your big media pushes, all the Facebook pages. They want the big tire, small tire stuff. Personally, like, I love shooting them. I'll shoot big tire, small tire all the way down the line. But I think juniors, those parents, they get so much more out of our pictures and out of our videos. They're like, oh yeah, look, we made it on their page, and that helps boost their confidence. That helps boost their side of the sport.
Right.
And that's important. There's a lot of people that
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
yeah. And I'm not trashing anybody or anything like that. But I mean, if you guys are there, if fans are watching this or whatever, like, if you're there, stick around for the juniors. They're slow, yeah, they're loud, they're not as quote unquote exciting as some of the other classes, but stick around for those. That means a lot to those kids. There's parents, I've heard people make the comment of like, oh, well, look, everybody got up because we're up, they went to go take their intermission while we're running. The parents and the kids, they see that and they kind of feel the lack of crowd whenever they're in. So I'd like to see everybody kind of like stay put, in between rounds. Yeah, go grab your food, go grab, your drink, go use the restroom, whatever. But stick around for the juniors, stick around for the 7.0, 6.0 index classes, because they're just as much a part of that race as the big tire and small tire.
all right.
But enough on that. Hobbs, what was your like favorite part about the race at Hobbs Airfield Speedway, Airfield Speedway?
It's just the whole thing.
I got you. Yeah.
That event, I didn't really. I took more pictures rather than video because I didn't have my bigging guy with me. So I was kind of going live. I was going live at the starting line, trying to catch the middle of the track. That was the first time I actually used my tripod to try to be steady because I'm not very good. So I was trying to figure out how to rotate my stand and try to stay straight, focused in on the cars. It was a learning experience. I try to do new things every time I go out to a track because I'm tired of seeing the same old video content that I put out, and I'm sure fans are getting tired of it too. So I'm trying to get different angles. I want to try new things. I'm still kind of new at this.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, if you want a video of a cameraman's perspective, I will gladly go get a chest rig and I'll wear it at Brawling Falls next weekend. Just run around with
Right.
No, I mean, anytime, like, me, I love being down there on the big end. So anytime, like, you need somebody to run a GoPro on a mount on the big end, just let me know. I stand down there most of the time during the day anyway, and I can walk over there and hit in between runs.
Right.
Speaking of Brawling Falls, May 7th and 8th.
Week. Hold on.
This in 3 days. Well,
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Wichita Falls, Texas, 7th and 8th. Gates open at 4 p.m. on Friday. It's going to be a good show. Anything you're looking
down.
Dude, Project X Promotions is where it's at. I think them and Straight Jacket, Logan Scarborough, bro, them two guys have got it going on.
Oh, yeah.
Huge car counts, huge payouts, every race, every week. Not every week, obviously, but every time they throw a race, it's just car count, spectator count, vendor count. All of that stuff just keeps growing at every event I go to. And I'm like, God, man, can it get any bigger? Bounty Hunters, I was like, is it possible for Matt to even throw a bigger race? And then boom, Brawling Falls. I'm like, oh, okay. This is what we're doing. Sweet.
I'm not trying to get off subject, but I don't know if I'll make it, but I want to go to Baytown for his 4th of July race, whatever that is.
Yeah. Oh, hell or high water, I'm going to be there. Come on.
I'm trying.
Go to the race Sunday, wake up, go hang out on the coast and watch the fireworks out there in Matagorda Bay. Just drive right down the freaking bay, go watch fireworks. it's gonna be worth it. I promise. It's gonna be worth it.
Heck
And
yeah.
then what's funny is like completely off subject. Monster Jam is that same weekend in San Antonio. I got one of my friends. They're like, "Hey, let's go to Monster Jam." I'm like, "I'm gonna be in Baytown." "Oh, well, I'll go with you to Baytown if you'll go with me to San Antonio." I'm like, monster trucks. I like my monster trucks. So I might not be there with you to watch the fireworks show if you make it to Baytown. Sorry, bro.
I will probably be looking at the highway coming back home if I go.
I'll keep an eye out for fireworks and live feed it for me because I'm gonna miss 4th of July this year. Yeah,
I'm sure there'll be fireworks at Monster Jam.
Yeah. Man, it's so tough though. Hey, No Prep Kings officially announced Ohio June 3rd and 4th.
Yep, I was talking to Mike Murillo this past Saturday at the car show about that. He is definitely stoked, and he definitely did not invite me.
I'll call Mike right now. I'll call Mike. Like, hey.
Let me get him on the phone.
The world would freak out. Well, probably not, but it'd be funny to like sit here and FaceTime Mike, be like, "Hey, Mike, what's going on? Why ain't you inviting my boy to No Prep Kings? Come on, man." Let me if you want to go, let me see what I can pull, because I'll be driving Brody's truck and trailer up there. Probably leave out of here like Tuesday or Wednesday, and then get up there on Thursday and go pick up Brody from the airport, and then go to the track.
Heck yeah.
Let me see. If you want to go, I'll try to make it happen. I'm still a little fish in that big pond, but I'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. What's your favorite track? Favorite place? Favorite track or 2 tracks?
I don't know. I like my outlaw tracks, but the overall cleanliness, track surface, environment, I'm gonna go with Penwell. Just Gary's got it going on. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like his whole program out there. He's got a solid crew working for him. You know, everybody, like, you don't see them all just standing around like, no, everybody's like on it. You know, their medical staff that they've got that volunteer, the whole deal, like, it's top tier. It is definitely top tier. We talked yesterday about Salisaw and Little River. Tell me about those tracks, because I know those are up there on your list.
Those tracks, man. Okay, Salisaw, beautiful place. It's a little rundown, but what's his name? Rick. I forget his last name, but his name's Rick. He runs the Salisaw Outlaw track.
Mm-hmm.
Great dude. Puts on a heck of a race every race he has. His house is like on the property, so if people want to come and make test hits Sunday, Monday night, he's like, help me blow the leaves off and we'll do whatever you want. So, I mean, I'm always seeing people do that, going to his track. I mean, he's got tons of parking space, great people. I mean, that's an awesome track.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with you to one of those races up there.
I think it's the end of June. They're having the other 10-5 till I die.
I'm gonna have to go. Like, I'm making my mind up right now. I'm going.
It's like the end of June or the beginning of July, somewhere in there.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's definitely a track. One of my top favorite tracks. Little River, Matt Tomeo, I'm not sure that's how you pronounce his last name, but he's having another top end race July 19th.
Cool.
So that's going to be another race I go to there, and that is, like he said in his own words, the worst surface in Texas. And I believe it. it's crazy to see people do 8th mile burnouts and still win. And I mean, fast guys show up and they're not fast anymore. You know what I mean?
That
So
surface is definitely a great
that track
equalizer.
yeah, great. The best equalizer in Texas, I would have to say, besides the street.
Heck yeah. Dude, like, I'm probably one of the sketchiest tracks I've ever been to is Gulfport.
Yeah.
Hands down. No lie.
And no, okay, so is that a okay, no, I'm thinking of somewhere else.
Which
I'm
one?
thinking about the pad.
Oh,
Is that because that's just street, right? That's not a track, that's not closed off or anything.
right. The pad is like just normal everyday traffic,
Right. Okay. That's what I thought.
but
Got confused.
yeah, bro, Gulfport was insane. I watched Brent Self. Brent Self had a call out. The guy called Brent Self out, and first pair off the trailer. I'm like, okay, ballsy, but weird hill to die on. If that's the one you want to die on, go for it. You know, that was a Grand Hustle race, which that guy puts on killer races too. But I was just like, that's an odd hill to die on. First pair off the trailer, Brent Self, him, they get in lanes, and Brent Self smokes tires 660 feet and beats him by 2 cars.
Wow.
And the guy was like, yeah, well, I lost, but he blew the tires off, but I only lost by 2 cars. I'm like, yeah, you still lost by a lot. You get beat on a burnout. I wouldn't say you did a great job there, Chief. But I ain't nobody to judge. Race your race.
Right.
But yeah, speaking of the pad, like we were talking about a second ago, I think that's like Penwell and the pad are 2 of my favorite things. Penwell, it's just got the atmosphere, everything about it. You cannot. I mean, to me, it holds right up there with Baytown. It holds right up there with like these bigger name tracks. I love it. Now, granted, it's my hometown track. I'm a little biased on that one, but it is what it is. My second favorite is going to be the pad. Like, those guys down there, they get down. They just get down and get nasty. And it is crazy because you'll send 3 or 4 cars down, and we'll wait and let traffic through. Send 3 or 4 cars down, wait, car rolls through. Like, I was standing down there with BJ, the flag man, down there on the starting line and stuff. And like, I heard the cop sirens and I was like, hey, I got to go. Like, time to get out of here. He goes, just stay here. Okay. Like, y'all don't take off? He goes, now watch. Cop, pew, 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 and passes me and BJ and waves. I was like, he goes,
That's awesome.
He goes, he'll get down there to the end. He'll turn around and go back, and we'll line him up again. He goes, we may send him down on his way by. I was like, I can get down with this. I can absolutely get down with this, you know, because in Texas, you go to jail. Like, participating, watching anything on the street, you go to jail if you get caught, which we don't street race in Texas. No, sir.
No,
we go to Mexico.
we go to Mexico.
Mexico runs.
South Mexico.
Yeah. South Mexico. Way South Mexico. Like, we just go to Mexico and have runs down there. But yeah, those were 2 cool experiences. The pad and Gulfport, definitely would do it again. Brain just went dead. My brain went. Who's like your favorite? Not necessarily your favorite, but like, what's one of the drivers you like working with and things that you like doing for them? I know that's tough because you're gonna shout somebody out and then somebody's gonna be like, no, I thought I was your friend.
Well, newsflash, I have no friends.
Oh,
we're either family or we're not.
I can live with that.
Man, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The Stevens family. I can't just say John Michael Stevens, but that entire family supports me. Pretty much since I started the pay. One of the first people to ask me if I had videos of their ride, was John Michael. So filming them, taking pictures, sending them pictures. They were one of the few that didn't get a shirt, but I'm working on that, guys. If you're watching, they're mad at me for that. But
we'll get some shirts lined up.
we'll get them lined up.
Yeah, no, the Stevens family, they're great people. Like, I hate that he wrecked his truck last year at Annihilation. Absolutely hate it. Made me sick.
And yeah, I was not there to capture that either.
Bro, it was rough. Like, not rough as like he got hurt or anything like that. Just, I know, and maybe not as well as others, but I know to an extent of like how much he's done to that truck and how much his family, you know, how much they've all worked on that truck and what that truck meant for them. And to see that truck on its, almost on its lid going down the track, I was like, oh, you know, my heart sank. And I'm the worst person in the world, man. Like, whenever I see something like that happen, or not even see something like that happen, I like to watch my friends race. So like, I'll take their pictures in the burnout box and then I'll put my camera down and watch. And there's moments where I do that and I'm like, I should have been taking pictures, you know, because I'm sure he asked a bunch of people, but he reached out to me and was like, hey, did you get any pictures of that pass? I was like, I got you in the burnout box. He goes, you didn't get that gnarly wheelie? And I was like, no, I didn't. Had I known, you know, that would be the wheelie of the century, but nobody got it.
I didn't realize it till probably a year ago, but I actually got a video of him back when he was still bracket racing.
He still bracket races. I ran into him. He was bracket racing last Sunday. Really? Not last Sunday. Yeah, right after Hops.
Is that what he's doing in his mom's truck?
Uh-huh. The GMC and wins, bro. You want to talk about a bracket racing fool?
Yeah,
that little GMC truck. I think it's like an SLT or an SLE, full size pickup, consistent as all get out. You couldn't ask for anything better for bracket racing, and he just. I think he won Saturday and then went out in the quarterfinals on Sunday, or he might have won it Sunday too. I don't. It's been 2 weeks. My brain's. My memory don't work right. My memory's kind of like that on a 16 gig memory card. It just doesn't work.
I got an 8.
Got an 8 gig. Hey, I'm like Brody's car running on 2 cylinders. All right. I mean, there's just nothing up here. So you had was it Bounty Hunters? You had a little mishap with an SD card.
Yeah, I took a bunch of pictures compared to you, not a bunch, but I took a handful of pictures, everybody in the pits before the race started. Got there early just for this. One of my sponsors, Candy Shop, they had their car out there, beautiful car. I took all kinds of pictures of it. Chris Pope, I had a few good pictures of him. Just if I didn't focus on that one car, I had got at least 2 pictures of every car that was there on the property. But at least 150, maybe 200 pictures. It was a brand new SD card. I just took pictures on it, so I had like 4 hours of video I could have took on it. So what I did is I got my one that was almost full and put that one in. I got the one that was brand new, stuck it in my wallet, took some videos the first round. I leaned up against the rail, didn't think nothing about it. I made it through all first round, small tire and big tire. And then I went to go put my chip in. It was actually later that night. I went to grab that chip and put it in just to look at my pictures, see what I've gotten. I think I was going to start downloading them, but chip error. It's like, what? Took it out, blew my camera, thought it was a Nintendo, put it back in there. Card error. I was like, what? I even bought me a little $16 adapter to put the big chip in the little chip in the big chip, and
nothing.
Card error. So it was tough, but hey, I got all my videos. So
Videos,
check
man.
out on YouTube.
Heck yeah. And we'll link all of his Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff down there in the description box too. What's like, well, let's get a little dark. What's like one of the scariest moments you've seen?
Oh,
Maybe not that you've recorded, but like you got to see, or maybe even your recorded ones.
The John Wick crash was pretty scary. I got bits and pieces of it. I didn't get the entire thing. I didn't get very good shots of it. That was real scary just because he's a good friend.
Yeah.
My buddy Manuel, hate to bring this up because this is my home track, but my buddy Manuel made a pass probably when he shouldn't have went down the track, and somebody threw a rock onto the track as he's making a pass. It wasn't a rock. It was at least the size of a football that went out there, went under the car. It exploded. Luckily, nothing major happened. He bent the A-arm, but it could have been very serious for a lot of people. I got that on tape, but that was probably high on my list as the top scariest things I've ever seen or witnessed at a track.
Dude, that could have gone bad in so many different ways. Like, I don't know how fast his car is, nothing like that, but I mean, all it takes is him see it, jerk the wheel one way or the other, and I mean, it's you wad a car up, get it seriously injured.
Well,
that's not.
I don't even think he had time to do that. He rolled right over it.
Well, luckily, like you said, luckily he didn't get hurt. Luckily, it didn't tear a bunch of stuff up. An A-arm's not cheap, but could have been way worse. I think my one is from Gulfport, and then the Toby Knock wreck, or my buddy Tony's wreck. I mean, all three of those were kind of wild. The Gulfport one, like I made eye contact with the driver, like caught up with him afterwards, and he's like, "You all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I don't like making eye contact with drivers, though." He came
would
across.
be a sight to see.
Oh, bro, like he came across sideways. I was like, "Oh God." There was a couple times there I should have been taking off running, but he got it straightened back out. And then the Toby wreck, that was pretty close. Like right in my face close.
Yeah.
I stood there, watched him take off. He leaves, and then I'm taking pictures, boom, 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 boom. And next thing I know, his car's pointed at me, and I'm like, all right, time to go. Backpedaling. And then Tony's wreck last weekend, I keep saying last weekend. If I don't race, like my whole schedule gets messed up. If we don't have a race somewhere, like I am off track. 2 weeks ago at Hobbs, like whenever Tony hit the wall, I was like, oh God. Because I know how much work he's put into that car, and how, again, all the cars mean something to the drivers, but it's just, you hate to see one of your friends destroy their car.
He was actually one of my go-to guys whenever I got to Bounty Hunters that day. I was like, I have to get that car.
Oh, yeah.
So took a couple pictures of it, but I'm just saying that because I have no proof now. You can say that.
That little 2-valve he had just stood up on a bumper.
Yep.
Every time, except for at Hobbs. Hobbs was the only time I don't think I've ever seen that car stand up. And I say on the bumper. I mean, it was probably 3 or 4 inches from the bumper each time, but it was close. Let's see. Getting my brain's just like, meh.
I'm Austin.
Hi. This is me. Look at my face. No. What's the plans? What's the next plans other than Brawl in the Falls for West Texas Snow Club scene? Where are you going? Anything you're like working on?
I really need to catch a Funny Car Chaos this year. The week after the weekend after this one, I think they're going to Penwell.
Yes, sir.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah,
14th,
I'm
15th.
probably not going to make that race. I'm probably going to stay here local. I haven't been to Lubbock Dragway since the whole manual incident, and I need to get my butt back out there just to show them some love.
Yeah.
They got new owners. I actually talked to Matt Lewis today about the media pass situation, because they're doing it legit now. They got an asphalt staging lanes. They've got it all barricaded off. Nobody's allowed on the track except for if you're media or with the car or track personnel. So I can't wait to get back and see how it's been turned around since last year.
Yeah. Their owners came to Penwell. Their new owners came to Penwell a while back last season to watch a few of the races and see how Gary runs everything. I think that was a good move for that guy to get rid of the track and them to pick it up. That track's got a lot of potential. I'm gonna have to make it up there to one of the races one of these weekends whenever Penwell doesn't have something going on.
What these guys are doing, I haven't been there to confirm it, but I've heard they're situating the top end, because they're pretty much running on the top end of the old Lubbock Dragway.
Yeah.
So they're generating revenue through that, and they're putting all that back into the regular track. I've heard that they're putting new concrete down, new light system, timing system. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that. So
yeah,
hopefully we got another Penwell here in Lubbock.
Hey, that'd be cool. We'd run circuits back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Have Lubbock one weekend, Penwell the next, or vice versa. I love those small town tracks though. Like, there's nothing. I say small town. Anything smaller than like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio is small town to me. Right. You know, and I just love the way it just feels different. You know, like you go to Houston, you're like, God, it's huge. But then you come to Penwell and you're like, this is nice. Like, it's that hometown deal.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Time to do it. Tell everybody where to find your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Snapchat, your OnlyFans, all of that. YouTube.
My OnlyFans is
hey, we need to make one that's
Facebook
called OnlyCans.
It's called OnlyCans, yeah. Hang on.
You're good.
Hang on. Having some technical difficulties here.
That's fine. My whole day's been technical difficulties.
Okay, Instagram. It is a West Texas. It's West TX _ no prep scene. YouTube it's just West Texas no prep scene. You can look it up. My video should pop up. Facebook, it's West and then an X after the T, and no prep scene. There's no underscore, just a space between West and no prep scene. I'm working on getting me a Snapchat. I'm working on getting me a TikTok. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about those two, but as soon as I get them, I will let people know, and I will share my handles on Facebook and Instagram.
Perfect, man. Heck yeah. We'll get all those, like I said before, we'll get all those linked down in the description below. Everybody go follow Benjamin. I think what he's doing is huge. Like, there's so many guys out there that put in so much extra work for media, you know, and you're definitely one of them. Like, you go above and beyond, in my opinion, to deliver good quality content. So
it's just because I'm picky. I'm a picky person.
there ain't nothing wrong with that.
If I don't like it, you're not going to see it.
I'm the same way, bro. Like, I've got at an event, I'll take 3,500 photos, and you're lucky if you see 300. You know, like I'll post a couple here and there, but that's really it. There's just some that I just don't release. Like it just doesn't make the cut.
Right.
So I appreciate you coming on, bro. I know it's late. So
it's fine.
Okay.
I'm a night person.
I am too, bro. You know me. I'll be up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll be chit-chatting it up.
Right.
But hey, y'all go like Benjamin's stuff on Facebook, West Texas No Prep Scene. Go give him a like, show him all the love. Follow along because we're fixing to both be at Brawling Falls here in 3 days. You better get some sleep for that though, because we're gonna be out late.
I'm not gonna show up till Saturday. But
You and these Saturdays, bro.
I think that's why John Michael was pissed off at me because I wasn't there to catch his epic race in the red light truck.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I was on my way out the door and I was like, nah, it's about 8, 9 o'clock. It's going to take 2 hours to get through. Might as well stay home and just charge the batteries and go tomorrow. Start the race. And I miss everything when I do that. So,
well, see, you just said it. You miss everything whenever you do that. So let's not miss Friday night and just come on over to Wichita Falls, bro.
All right.
All right, brother.
Take care,
man.
I'll bring the kids with me. You can help me babysit.
Hey, whatever we got to do. Brody's got a stacker. We'll just lift the stack all the way up, throw the kids up top, and leave them. Hey, don't fall off, kids. If you fall off,
throw some goldfish at them.
yeah. Set a food bowl and a water bowl up there. Let them eat. You know, they'll be fine. They're self-sufficient.
Right.
Heck yeah, bro. We'll catch you after a while. Thank you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Always, man.
Yep.
Ain't about your money.